It's Week 9 in the National Football League. The Jaguars host the AFC East champs, but it's their first home game in Jacksonville since Week 5. The Bills and Jags are coming up next.
Jamal Agnew now to return it. And able to get this out to the 25. A snap to Lawrence as he taps this forward. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. And they'll run it. This is James Robinson. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. And, Charles, you look at this defense. They were a very loose group coming into the week, knowing they kind of had the upper hand going into this one, taking on a team that hasn't won in a month and a half.
And that works well for you if you establish your dominance early in the game against a team that's struggling. But if somehow they fashion some plays together early, knock them back on their heels, that looseness can be used against them. Then they're trying to scramble to make sure they get their game right.
On fourth down, on is Logan Cook to punt. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. 13 yards the tally on the return there. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. For the Buffalo offense coming out, and it is Josh Allen who is at the helm. So good field position for the Bills as they come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Here's Devin Singletary. He played in this state at Florida Atlantic. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. The numbers for him from a week ago: 12 carries, 56 yards.
He's been a huge part of their winning streak because he establishes not just an identity and a tone, but the team relies on it. He takes care of the football, he gains yardage for him, chews up clock, and that's been a big part of why they're winning games lately.
And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. And, Charles, this defense, they know that they've got their work cut out for them. Here's a quarterback coming off a game in which he threw 4 touchdowns. And they've watched the tape all week. They've seen it, but what can they do differently?
I think they've got to approach it like a pitcher facing a really hot batter. Get him uncomfortable in the box. Change speeds, change locations, change the pitches you throw at him. So show different coverages, blitz sometimes, drop back other times. Just don't let him get comfortable or let him get into rhythm.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's good. Wind up incomplete. On 4th down, on is the former Dolphin Matt Hawk to punt for Buffalo. Jamal Agnew is deep to return it. And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that,
yeah,
right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
They begin the drive with Robinson. And he'll be taken down for a loss back at the 3. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Lawrence with the handoff to Robinson. And space opened up a bit. He's able to take this up past the 10. A nice job there as he rumbles for 9, and it'll be back to a 3rd and 3. Well, this defense for the Bills, they played really well in that win last week against Miami.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. Well, we saw Trevor Lawrence take plenty of deep shots in his days at Clemson, and he shows off that cannon of an arm here as a rookie at the NFL level.
And I can't imagine this defense thought they'd see it play like this on 3rd and short. If you're going to beat a defense deep, you got to catch them when they're not expecting it. That was the perfect time to do it, and it paid off big.
Flushed out right. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Lawrence. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Touchdown, Jaguars. Jacob Hollister, his first touchdown on the year. And the Jags have taken the early lead. Extra point tanked on by Lambo. And that makes the score 7-0. And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. So here come the Bills out for their 2nd drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great...
Allen hit. He lost the football. And the Jags grab it. And they'll be inside the red zone with a ball at the 16-yard line. On my spot sheets, I highlighted turnover margin because we remember they turned it over 4 times last week. So another one here in the first quarter. This isn't the way they want to go.
No, not even close, and it's not something they even imagine because the amount of time that we know that they spend in practice talking about what they need to get done, working on it, showing them how to take care of the football, and emphasizing what it means in terms of winning. They've got to just be puzzled right now that they're not taking care of the ball better.
Here's Robinson again on 2nd down. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Calling a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5. Now Lawrence. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And the Bills are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. That pick hurts a little extra because it was 3rd down. You were already in field goal range.
You know what he's going to hear all night, all next week? Situational football. Understand what's going on because you expressed it perfectly. 3 points were in their hip pocket. They had those. Now, those went by the wayside. You cannot make those kind of mistakes.
That's what you call a rookie mistake. They'll run on 1st down with Singletary. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Call it a gain of 14 for the 2nd play in a row. We often give credit to the O-line there. 2 tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, and that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up. To be incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10. So the shotgun snap to Allen. Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 26. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line. Allen to throw once more. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Devon Hamilton busting through to get him for a loss of 6. After 7-0 on EA Sports. After the sack on first. Allen hit. He lost the football. And the Jags grab it. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. We know he's got the speed to get downfield, Charles, but there's the negative side. A little loose with the football that time.
And that's normal, especially when you have his type of talents, because you feel like you're into the open field and maybe you don't feel the people who are around you or closing in. All quarterbacks have to do extra ball security drills with the way the game's played now, because defenses, they attack the football as much as they attack the runner.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Now Lawrence to throw. That's caught. It's Dan Arnold, the tight end. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. First catch for him. It's good for a dozen and a first down. They'll run it now with Robinson. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short.
Now that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
A second down play results in a loss of 2 yards. The Jaguars on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. On the run, it's Robinson. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. The drive stays alive. A 3rd down gain of 8.
Every time I see James Robinson make a run, as we just saw there, one word comes to mind for me, and that's determined. Undrafted, out of Illinois State, always doubted, and all he did, finished 6th in the NFL in rushing. What a find he was in 2020, and he expects that to continue in 2021.
That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville.
Now, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field, and he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Now he's able to break through one tackle, but it slowed him down enough that he could only manage getting back to the line of scrimmage.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. A play fake for Robinson. Now Lawrence finds the open target, Arnold. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 14. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that nearly a turnover, but it's incomplete. Oh, fortunate to retain possession there, and it's 2nd down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Here's Lawrence. Throw left side complete. That's Arnold. And the Jags are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
Robinson trying to get to the goal line, but he's going to be stopped just short at the 1. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
He gets it halfway there with that run. I think you play up-tempo, get right back on the line of scrimmage, and hammer at him again.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Robinson again. And this time he is in. James Robinson, his first touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars add on to their lead. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And it's now 14-0. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. Isaiah McKenzie now on the return. And he gets it out to the 25-yard line. Flag down. This could set him back. That holding call set him up with not great field position.
Not at all when you tack on the penalty. With that field position after the return wasn't terrific. It's not a great starting field position as well.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 15. Allen going to throw. He'll dump this down to Matt Breida. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a 1st down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit. But get him out in the open field into some space.
Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. Josh Allen able to record his 5th sack of the season.
He continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure. These sacks, they're starting to pile up.
And if they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly, they've got no chance to win this game.
And he's out right at the 25. Josh Allen, very athletic at 6'5", showing the versatility, picking up the first on the scramble. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
So, Charles, you talk about this offense as we play here in Week 9 of the 2021 season. Normally, you're slipping kind of past the halfway point, but now with the season expanding to 17 games, you kind of think the teams might look up and say, gosh, we still have a lot of football left to go.
And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted.
Picked up by the rookie, Andre Sisco.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. An interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And it's now 21-0. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Returning it, Isaiah McKenzie. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And fresh off the pick 6, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right?
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Allen going to try and throw on 3rd down. He's got the connection to Cole Beasley.
And he is going to have a Bills first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards.
That's a big conversion there on 3rd down because they did not want to give the ball up here late in the half. They'd love to take the clock all the way down and score. This will definitely help the cause.
And again, it's Allen. Looking for Sanders, and it's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
That pick six extending this lead even further. Boy, it's been a while since I've seen a team struggle this badly in the first half.
I think all they want to do is get to the locker room, try and regroup, and come out and start the 3rd quarter. But if things don't improve fast then, I think the backups get a lot of play in the 2nd half.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away.
McKenzie returning it. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The football back to the Bills and Stephon Diggs.
You would have to think they're going to make it more of a priority to get him the football. You're losing here in the 2nd quarter, and he's been really quiet.
I think all we have to do, and it's too bad we can't actually see the actual play sheet now from the coordinator, because he's looking down at that and saying, okay, do I put him in different spots? Do I try and isolate him? What routes do I run? You're exactly right. They've got to get the ball in his hands and get their offense kick-started.
He does have the 2 catches, but pretty quiet so far. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
He's got his target. It's the tight end Knox. And he's brought down after a very nice gain.
Come on, Nat.
So they will accept the penalty and move forward. So now a fresh set of downs. 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Now Allen. Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. As the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Another try after the first down sack. Allen, flush to his right. Oh, Diggs, what a catch. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. And now we'll get a timeout. Looks like we've got a Jaguar and some discomfort down there on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is 3rd down. Here's Allen. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. The kick by Bass is good. And that drops a deficit from 28 to 25. So they do get the 3 points before they hit halftime. Something to build on, maybe.
Yeah, go ahead and raise the banner, right? Wave the flag. That's good. Got points. And now, as you said, they've got something to build on as they get ready for the second half.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Jags football again. DJ Chark ready to rock and roll. That's really been a blistering start to the season for him so far. He's on pace to blow past 1,000 yards. The good receivers, it's interesting, though. You put extra coverage on them, they probably view that as a challenge. All right, I'm going to go after this. You put one guy on them, then they feel disrespected, and they want it to. So how do you cover it?
You're exactly right. That's an insult, right? Especially the year that he's having. But I just have to go ahead and I'm not going to insult him. I'm going to respect him. I'm sending as many people as possible. But one of the reasons he's having this type of a is despite that type of coverage, he finds a way to what we call uncover late. Ball's thrown, even though there's coverage there, he's the one who can go up and come down with it, finds a way to get to the football.
And the offensive line has given them time in the pocket to have that uncovering late.
Okay, all right, Brandon, thank you very much. Hi again, everyone.
So he comes out of nowhere. He's got this handlebar mustache, greasy hair, and he says, would you rather eat a jar of mayonnaise or 3 sticks of butter? And I look... What? All right, never mind. Third quarter action now. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Bills trail here, but they will get the football first as we are back underway on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bills offense set to take over to begin quarter number 3, and they have a mountainous deficit looming in front of them. It was really, Charles, a disaster of a first half, so where do they go from here?
Well, first thing they have to remember is that what's done is done, and there's no going back. And now you have to play this drive by drive. Obviously, come back in this spot, pretty unlikely, but you still have to go out, take pride in your work, and try and put something together here in the second half.
Pass complete here to Sanders, and he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards.
Well, they've got to remember that they're not going to get it all back on one drive, but that being said, they also had to come out here in the third quarter with a sense of urgency and playmaking ability, and they showed it on that last play.
On play action, Allen. Buying time to his left. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at second down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Josh Allen, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
Well, collectively as a defense, Charles, I think if you get 4 sacks a game, you're feeling really good. Now they have 6 as a unit.
And that type of a number is just staggering because there's so many ways to try and counteract it. But in this case, they've got no answers for this unrelenting pressure coming at their quarterback.
He's got the hook up with Diggs. And he takes us just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Allen going to give this one to Singletary. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Devin Singletary, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bills are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the second half. Well, that is a running back who is not about to go down easily. He fought his way through the contact until the seas opened up for him.
Yeah, and that's a run born out of ferociousness. He took on that initial contact and in his mind just screamed, "Out of my way," and kept right on going and wound up turning it into a big play.
And the next-gen stats shows us the tale of how much yardage he was able to pick up after the initial contact. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away.
To return, here's Agnew. Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. Rookie Trevor Lawrence of the Jaguar offense ready to take over.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Big stop, G. Big stop. Let's go. 49, guys. Mike.
Play action. It's Lawrence.
Over the middle, hauled in by Shark. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a 1st down.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
It's a throw again as Lawrence. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark.
And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
From the shotgun, Lawrence.
And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete, certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. The kick by Lambo is good. And it will stretch the lead up to 3 touchdowns now. It's a 21-point game.
So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
Buffalo set to get the football back here.
I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards on the play. They'll run on 1st down. Singletary. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
The Bills' passing game, getting them down the field. They've got another 1st down. Allen. Finding Knox there, complete. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Again, they'll throw with Allen. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. So that one will be accepted. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. He will find Diggs in the end zone. Touchdown, Buffalo. Stephon Diggs with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Bills get a bit closer. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead will be cut down to 14. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. To return, here's Agnew. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Their lead down from 21 to 14, but still sitting in a great spot, up 2 scores here in the 3rd quarter. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
It's a gain of 35.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him up to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Back now in Jacksonville, and that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Again, it's Robinson. And Robinson will not get there. Great defense at the point of attack, going to stop him short of the 1st. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard. And Lambeau will put this one through, and that'll push the lead up to 17. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well, and kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. This one certainly has not gone according to script. You would have thought on paper that this offense would have its way here, but they certainly have not, and they trail big. After this, it figures to be a quiet trip home. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That's good for 28 yards. So in Jacksonville territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. He's going to go deep for Beasley. This is caught inside the 15. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. It's another 1st down on a big gainer there, 33 yards. On 1st down, Singletary. And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. From the gun, it's Allen. Escaping the pressure right. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Josh Allen, a 9-yard touchdown run.
And the Bills have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And the lead is trimmed down to 10.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away.
So here are the Jaguars to take over on offense. Remember, right now they are on a 6-game losing streak, trying to snap that. And a good sign is they've got the lead in the football. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
70,
now Lawrence.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Arnold. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
Here's Logan Cook now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. 35 yards that time on the punt, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news, but this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. A play fake to Singletary, and now it's Allen. Going deep for Diggs. And incomplete on the deep ball.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Allen now looks to throw. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the headlinesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Now Allen again.
And this pass broken up. And the contact well-timed there, and now 4th down. The kick by Bass is good.
And this is back down to a 7-point game. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
Trevor Lawrence and the Jacksonville offense ready to go back to work.
And the passing game, I mean, look at the numbers. It's fallen off. When a team is struggling, sometimes you look at the quarterback. When the quarterback starts to struggle, who goes over and picks him up?
Yeah, that's always a big one, isn't it? Usually, there's a quarterback whisperer somewhere. And what I mean by that is, whether it's an assistant coach, whether it's one of his best friends on the team, someone that can get in his ear, get with him and say, all right, well, man, what do you need? What's going on here? So he's one person he can lean on. He's going to have to lean on that guy right now.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
From the gun, it's Lawrence.
And his throw is incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
On 3rd down, Lawrence. That's out wide here for Robinson.
He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. A 14. Yard first down pickup for the Jaguars. Lawrence going to throw again. His throw incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
He was trying to find his tight end, Dan Arnold. And it's second down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Looking to throw, Lawrence. They'll try and set up the screen to Etienne. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first. Here's Logan Cook now as he's on to punt for Jacksonville. This is brought in at the 21. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And out will come the offense as they take over. Here comes Josh Allen and the Bills offense back onto the field. Well, the situation very simple here. Late game, down 7. They've got to get it in the end zone.
And the best players know how to be calm in these situations because you know right now his pulse is like a jackhammer. So how does he rein it in, make sure the team has a little bit of calm, coupled with that sense of urgency? Got to walk that line a little bit, but get it downfield in order to score, and then put the pressure on the guy who kicks the ball because he could tie the game.
It's been a fun game. It all comes down to this.
Allen's throw caught by Sanders.
And the offense moving quickly to the line. Throwing again on second down. Allen.
And once again, this is Sanders.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive.
And meanwhile, Allen's throw taken in by Diggs.
It drives some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They've got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Now you're right on the edge of field goal range. You've still got time, but get up to the line of scrimmage and get set.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Flushed out right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
And once he got out of the pocket, you found that maybe he'd take off with it, especially here in the 2-minute drill. Sometimes defenses are focused so much downfield that there's room to run, but this time he decided to throw it unsuccessfully.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Throwing is Allen.
And finding Emmanuel Sanders here. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. The Bills passing game getting them down the field. They've got another 1st down. That's what they need right now. Get the 1st down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Allen. They will find Davis. That's complete. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game.
Second and 6. Here's Allen. Works right side into the hands of the tight end, Knox. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth. This will be the 8th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and inches. Allen. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the fourth. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild fourth quarter. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Rookie Trevor Lawrence of the Jaguar offense ready to take over. Now Lawrence on first down. Pass complete to Robinson. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
And let's pin the mirrors back and go full strength. 49.
Now Lawrence to throw. Able to find Jones. And he's going to have a first down, but he's tackled inbounds up near midfield. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. And they'll throw on first down with Lawrence. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. And Shark hauls it in. And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 31-yard line. So 4 quarters wasn't enough, and we are. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
On the return, it's McKenzie. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And a nifty return there all the way across the 40.
That's a pretty strong return to start this overtime. And you know that if you run some decent offense, you should have a shot at a field goal. But I'd have to think to myself, I want the 6 points. I want this game over now. I don't want to give the other team a chance to come back and beat me.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. First throw of overtime for Allen. It's complete to Diggs. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A gain there of 21 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On the give, this is Singletary. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 54 yards rushing for him now as he is just trying to will his guys to an overtime victory. Right back to Singletary on 2nd down. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down. Now Allen going to give it to Moss. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Tackled there by Rayshon Jenkins. Defense able to get there, swarm to the football. Zilch, 0 nada there for the offense, Charles.
Yeah, it really was an example of good team defense, wasn't it? Everyone handled their responsibilities, and they held them to no gain.
Allen's throw is complete.
8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
So a big play in this opening drive of overtime. Now looking at a 3rd and 3. Allen. And he completes it to the tight end, Knox.
And he is going to have a Bills first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2.
He's padding his already great numbers here in overtime. More importantly, though, moving his guys downfield.
And I think that's exactly what's going through his head right now. Moving them downfield, putting them in a position to win the game. The stats, that's for the fantasy guys. I know they're enjoying that show.
They'll run on first down. Singletary. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Miles Jack there to make the tackle. Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bills shaken up on the play. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. We'll check on his status when we get back. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. Now Allen. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
And the Bills are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Shaping up to be a very efficient opening drive here in overtime.
And can you feel the tension building? Because I'm feeling it. All right, I've got the sweaty palms here with each play because of the enormity of what's going on. Each play means so much in overtime, and they're handling it well as this drive continues.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Throwing now is Allen. And this will be caught. It's a touchdown. And absolute stunned silence here as they have come in and stolen this one in overtime. As the fans exit back out through the turnstiles, not happy looks on their faces. Feel like they probably let this one slip away at home in overtime.
I would agree with that, and their unhappiness hurts the guys at the concession